Hey everybody, welcome back. We are at Mile High Campground this week and we are at Site 18A. So today I'm going to give you an overview of this campground and all the stuff that we like. But before we do that, let's do a tour of Site 18A. So let's get going. So here we are at 18A. There's the road that you take up to get to the campsite. We have a long driveway that comes through here, and then you get right to the campsite. And as you can see, it is huge. We have our tent here, and we have a whole spot right here that's just kind of open, which is perfect for the large tent style that we have up top, up there. And then right here we have our rain tent that we put over a picnic table when it rains. So that's kind of why I have this huge tarp out, because it did rain, but we have it just over there. There's a whole area back here where you could fit almost another tent. So if you had an RV or a pop-up, it would easily fit right here. You have a huge spot. And then the view, which is the best part, is right here. We made some biscuits in this oven today, but here is the view that you get from this campsite. So this is probably one of the largest campsites that I've seen so far. And as you can see, this campground is definitely private. There's a berm right here, and there's the road up there. There's not even a campsite above you. And then we have nothing over here. It's kind of the end of the road. So you don't have to deal with any people on this side. There's a group spot up there and around the corner, but we don't even know they're there. So there is the spot, and there is the view. Now let's go talk about what we really enjoy about this campground. So now that we're back here, you can see the amazing view again, and that is one of the biggest attractions to this campground, because a lot of these sites are built into the side of the mountain like this, and you can just see forever on different campsites. So not all the campsites have a view of the mountains, but quite a few of them do, and some of them are on the other side of the mountain, some are on this side, so you have different views, different angles from different sites around the campground. All of the spots have picnic tables. Some of them even have 2 picnic tables. Everything's kind of just put together. It's usable and it works. They all have fire pits. Some of them just have rocks for a fire pit, but it works, and that's all you really need. If you're looking for rustic camping, that's what you're getting. So we love this campground, and one of the reasons why we like this campground is because it has rustic camping, and that's what we're looking for when we come here. We don't need all the extra fancy amenities every week. So some campgrounds have that, and if you want that, then those campgrounds are for you. But if you want a campground that is genuinely quiet, see, there's nothing going on, then this campground has been the best that we have ever found. The spots are huge, the spots are far apart. I mean, you can't even see the people camping next to us. The road's over there, and there's a cliff, or like a wall, and then we have these huge plants here. And back behind us, obviously, is the mountains. It's one of the reasons that we really like this is that you have huge spots, they're private, and you don't actually have to walk very far to get to anything. You can walk for 2 minutes and you get to the bathroom. The bathroom has running water, the bathroom has hot showers, it has everything you would need in a bathroom. And then between here and the bathroom are just some other little individual toilets that are private, and those work really well. And then right outside the bathroom is a 3-dish sink where you can wash all of your stuff and get water to bring back for cooking. So you have everything you need, and everything is clean and well taken care of, and you can tell just by talking to the people here that they care about their campground. And there's a lot of repeat customers. When you're here, you just end up talking to people, and everybody that we've talked to has been here before. So you get people that are coming back, and when you get people coming back, you know that you have found a place that is worth giving your money to. Yesterday we had huge rainstorms, but because we're on the top of the mountain, it dries out pretty quick. So even after it rained really hard for about an hour later, most of the area was dried out again. There really is only one place for the water to go, and that's to go down the mountain. So it dries out pretty quick, it doesn't stay too wet, there's a little bit of wind that dries everything out. But you are about 15 degrees cooler than Maggie Valley, which is down about 10 minutes away, but we are over a mile high here, hence why it's called Mile High Campground. So there actually are areas in the Blue Ridge Mountains that are over a mile high, but because we're up a little bit higher, it is going to be cooler. When the sun is on us like it is right now, the sun feels warm. We have just basically lived in shorts and sweatshirts for beginning of August right now. We come back later in the year and it'll be, you know, in the 20s, hopefully, because we're going to use our hot tent. So if you ever want to try hot tenting, follow along, we'll show you all about that. And in the mornings, it's all foggy. It's really cool. Like if the clouds are right where we are, then you'll get just covered in fog. But every evening, there's sun goes down. They've built an amazing area where you can go watch the sunset every night. Everybody will congregate there and you'll have lots of people there just hanging out. And so that's really cool for community and just really cool to see the sun set over the mountains. So the campground has been really suitable for families. You know, there's not like huge playgrounds or pools or anything, but we bring kids, and there are tons of kids here, especially this week. And the kids find other kids to play with. Everybody's having a good time. So families, there's lots of families here. There's groups of just couples that are here that are traveling around. We've seen single campers just have a spot to themselves. So you have a good variety of people that are camping here. There's some pop-up campers, there's tents, there's some pretty decent size RVs. I know on their website they kind of talk about what sizes fits the best. So there is a good variety, but there is no power and water like at each individual site. So you have to remember that. One of the things that we found that we really like is just hanging at our campsite and watching the clouds and storms go over the mountains, because there's not many places where you have a campground that's quiet and you have this amazing view. So if you're really just trying to get away and chill for a little bit with some hot chocolate, just sit, watch the fire, and watch the mountains. So I'll just go over some of the information about the camp. I'm just doing this because I enjoy it. But the reservations, you just call the office and they'll work with you to figure out all the reservation stuff. Once we got our first reservation, now we do it when we're here in person because it's just easier to do it in person. We talk to them, be like, hey, you know, we've seen the spots that we like. I've made some videos that show different spots, but then we can see the spot and then reserve it for when we want it. And we've already reserved some for next year, so we're obviously coming back again. When you come in, you see the main office. It's the nice green building, and there's a road that goes to the left, and there's campsites up there. There's a road that goes to the right, and then there's campsites up there, and some of those have the spots with the really good views. And if you keep going straight, there's even more spots, and some of them are just for the tents, and some of them are right along the road. When you get to those campsites, you have an amazing view from your spot of everything. So this is definitely one of our favorite campsites. I think if you're in the area, it's probably worth trying out because it gives you a different type of camping experience than the state parks give you. So these small private campgrounds are a nice alternative to the big busy state parks on busy holidays. So that's something you can look for if you're used to camping and you want to try something different. State parks are great and we love them, but on these busy holidays. So finding something small like this can make your camping experience a lot better on a busy holiday weekend. So around here, there's quite a bit to do. There's Bryson City, cool little town. You can hang out there during the day. They have the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad, and you can do trains there and you can ride the trains. There's a train museum. We've done that, it's a lot of fun. You can go down to the city of Cherokee. They have the casino, I've never been there. Main Street, lots of cool little things to do. There's some swimming down there. Some of the things that we like to do is we like to go to Sylva. It has the big courthouse up on a hill, and it just looks really cool. I think it's the most photographed courthouse in the United States or something like that. If you see a picture of it, which I'll post, you'll probably be like, oh, I've seen something like that before. And then we like to go over to Dillsboro, which is just like a small little town next to them, and we've had barbecue. That's a cool little area to hang out, to spend a day if you're looking to leave the campground. We don't always leave the campground. Usually we just stay here, but those are some of the places that we visited. Someday I do want to do the tubing through Dillsboro, but I haven't done that yet. That's on my list of things to do. So if you know any other things around the area, I'm always looking for ideas. We did gem mining in Franklin. That was a lot of fun. We did tour some of the old jails and some of the gem mines. We still have a few more campgrounds that we're visiting this summer. One of them is on the ocean, and one of them is a campground that I've never been to, so I'm really excited, and that will be in Georgia. We've actually never camped in Georgia, so we're trying something new. I don't actually remember what it's called right now, but it has waterfalls, so I'm really excited about that.
Hey, these are my favorite places about Mile High Campground. First, my favorite place is the mountain viewing area or like the sunset area. And then next, I like finding elk, like down the mountain a little. And then the camp host who comes around, fun to like talk to him, and if you ask him, he can give you like wood and stuff. So those are my favorite places about Mile High Campground. Bye.